From the shadows, the bottles rise. Dude, where's my cologne? Fragrance reviews, metal level opinions.
What's up, everybody? It is Chris with Dude, Where's My Cologne? And I'm making a return to the long form video. Don't worry, still going to do the short form, but too much to talk about in a short form video. So this week I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I picked up 8 fragrances this week to go over with you guys. So let's get started. Some of these are, they're all Middle Eastern. Some are clones, some are not really inspired by, they're more originals. But anyway, let's get started. We're going to get started first with my favorite category of fragrances, and that would be gourmand. And so I grabbed Rayhaan Kiss. Marketed for women, but it's still a fun gourmand with notes of strawberry, coconut, praline, raspberry in the top, condensed milk, caramel, orange blossom, white blossom in the mid, vanilla, tonka, sandalwood, musk in the base. Typical Rayhaan design, the cage on it. Same presentation as always with them. At least they're more creative in the Hawass line. Decent atomizer. Super, super sweet. Syrupy sweet. Super syrupy sweet. Say that 10 times fast. Super syrupy sweet. So you immediately get hit with that, with this creamy, fruity fragrance that it doesn't remind me of anything. And looking online, it doesn't seem to be, got compared to Miami Shake from Juliet as a Gun, but more no's than yeses, but that has the most yeses. But I've smelled the other one, and the only similarity in it is the strawberry. Let's hit the strip a little bit here. So it's very fruity and strawberry. It's immediately you get that strawberry praline fragrance. It's a nice gourmand. It's a fun gourmand. Nothing groundbreaking, but it's a decent release for Rayhaan. I mean, it's fairly linear, because you get that praline. I guess it's a mixture of that caramel and vanilla and tonka and praline, and I mean, it's just super sweet, but super delicious. If you love gourmands, I love gourmands, so I'm not going to hate this, and I'm not going to complain about it. It'll probably end up being layered with something to make it a little bit more unisex, but we will give it a try. We'll see what happens. See how it turns out. That's Rayhaan Kiss. All right, next we're going to go with the current monster hype beast that's out there right now. All right, next we're going to go with the mega hype beast that's out there right now. The Club de Nuit Intense Overdose. And what can I say? In the first couple minutes, you get the Club de Nuit / Aventus DNA. In the dry down, it turns a little bit sweeter. Not much difference than the other in the line. The main difference is the longevity in this. When I wore it yesterday, I put it on my hand about 10 o'clock in the morning, and 8 hours later, it was still projecting off my hand, and I had been out in the 95 to 100 degree heat all day, and the fragrance never left. I came home, scrubbed my hands, washed my hands, still there. After my shower last night, you could still detect it. So if nothing, it is definitely a overdose powerful fragrance. It starts off with the usual pineapple and that DNA of the Ventus and every Club de Nuit fragrance. So it's not that much different. No notes on it are pineapple, bergamot, tangerine. It has something called an accord of blue crystal. I have no idea what that is. In the mid, you get oak moss, vanilla flower, plum. In the base is patchouli, amber, tonka bean, and white powder. I don't know. I have no idea. The only thing I can think of is white powder and blue crystals matching the overdose name as a reference. I don't know. Anyway, really nice bottle, really solid bottle, raised lettering on the side, the usual design, little crystal and medallion and metallic red top with the crystals in it. It's pretty cool. It's a good looking bottle. Standard atomizer. Nothing great. Smoky pineapple. Citrusy. It's good. It's good. Is it worth all the hype? No, but how often are these releases really worth the hype? Some of us fall for it. I usually don't, but when I saw the notes of this, I was excited, thinking it was going to be something different. And it has a twist, but not that much of a twist. But I enjoy it. It's good. It's a great summer fragrance. Lasts forever, projects everywhere. If you like the Aventus DNA, if you like the Club de Nuit, you are not going to be disappointed with this. You're going to like it. And that's really what it comes down to, if you like it or not. In the dry down, it got a little bit sweeter. The amber and the tonka bean and the vanilla, it's not overpowering, but it's there. But I enjoyed it. I think you'll enjoy it if you like this type of fragrance. And is it worth the price right now? Probably not. But as it comes down in price, grab it, see what you think. Go to the store, get your nose on it. All but 2 of these fragrances came from Exclusive Mart in Houston. They have everything you can think of, and you get to test everything, which is great because I was so used to blind buying everything from Joma Shop or Fragrance Net or any of those, and then not getting my nose on it until it arrived. But fortunately, having a local place here in Houston, I get to put my nose on it and decide if I want to buy it or not. That's what I did with this, and decided I wanted to buy it. And it was still at a decent price because they were in a 4th of July sale. But anyway, that's Club de Nuit. Intense overdose. Okay, next we're going with a new fragrance that nobody's really talking about Not a lot of places have it, but I was fortunate enough to get it here in Houston at Exclusive Mart. And this is from Arabiyat Prestige, and this is Revolt Uncaged. Ridiculous presentation as usual, but love it. Has a little guy tearing out of the bottle. And the packaging is the same thing. It's put away somewhere. But so what's unusual about this one is it's cloning a fragrance or inspired by a fragrance that no one else is doing. And that is Nishane's Tarot, which is interesting. An interesting fragrance to pick to do. But on the notes of this, you're going to get in the top of caramel, black pepper, Szechuan pepper, salt, mid of patchouli, cinnamon, base of amber, vetiver, and oak. So spicy, woody, little bit of sweetness from the caramel and cinnamon. Really nice bottle, solid. It's painted silver with the gloss black in the center. Snap-on cap, plastic cap. Atomizer, nice pressurized atomizer. Wow, what an unusual fragrance. Really spicy off the top. All that pepper. Salt and pepper fragrance. Oh, this is really good. So right off the top, you get this spiciness. You get the woods right away. I haven't worn this yet. Just got it yesterday. But man, what an unusual fragrance to take a chance on. I know they've got another one that's it's not, I can't remember the name of it, but it's in the same line, and it's they're cloning Ani X, which I've seen Ani before, but it's unusual to do Ani X because the X fragrances are slightly different. But this is, man, this is good. Not very sweet at all. Super masculine. Super masculine, super spicy and woody. That patchouli comes through, that oak and vetiver. It's not a citrus vetiver, it's vetiver. It's a, a mossy vetiver. It's really, I'm impressed with this stuff. Arabiyat Prestige killed it with this one. Yeah, so if you get a chance to get your nose on this, and you want something unusual and you like spicy, woody, manly fragrances, don't expect anything sweet in here really from the caramel or the amber. It's only slightly there just to take the edge off of the spiciness. But really a great fragrance. So this is Arabiyat Prestige's version of Nishane's Tarot. And Revolt Uncaged, Arabiyat Prestige. Get your nose on this one. This one is going to be a hype beast, I have a feeling, especially when the colder weather comes. All right, next we're going with a fragrance that some are talking about, but it's kind of flying under the radar, which I'm surprised because of how good it is. This is Throne Eclipse. This is Throne Eclipse from Maison Asrar, and it's not really a direct clone. It's more of one of the hybrids that they're doing. It's a little bit of Altair mixed with a little bit of blonde amber, which is an awesome combination. It's a nice presentation. Plastic front, plastic top, atomizer built into the top. Gold all around fingerprint magnet. Okay, atomizer. Wow, amazing fragrance. Wow. So first you get hit with that Altair DNA, but that blonde amber is climbing over it, trying to get to the top. So your top notes, you've got cardamom, apple, clove, mid of lavender, cinnamon, geranium, base notes, amber, vanilla, cedarwood. Oh, wow. This is a good one too. This is going to be another great, cool, cold weather fragrance, which unfortunately we don't get a lot of cold here in Houston, but I work in air conditioning, so I can make it as cold as I want to. So, like I said, right away you get that spicy Altair DNA, but the blonde amber smooths it out. So you get the cardamom and the amber and the vanilla. It's only slightly woodiness from the cedarwood. It's a sweet, spicy. Yeah, if Altair and Blonde Amber had a baby, this would be it. Mm. Again, I can't really give you anything on performance-wise on these, except for the Club de Nuit, because that's the only one I've worn since I just grabbed these within the last 2 days. But Maison Azrar is doing some really creative, really good fragrances lately, and they're really affordable. So if you get a chance to try this one out, if you like those two fragrances or either of those fragrances, then this is a safe blind buy because you're going to like it. If you don't like that type of spicy, sweet, ambery fragrances, then stay away from this one. But that's Maison Azrar. Maison Azrar. You know that brand, Maison Azrar. Throne Eclipse. Great baby of Altair and Blonde Amber. All right, next we're going with a fragrance that is not inspired by anything directly. The best way to describe is if Delina and Kajal Lamar had a baby, you would get this fragrance. This is Mirage Heritage from Amaran Exclusive Parfums. And it's really a creative fragrance, a good fragrance. I enjoy it. I wore this a little last night after my shower. So it's a magnetic cap, ceramic coated bottle, plaque on the front. Totally gave me Amouage vibes when I saw it. Totally. But I thought maybe it was going to be guidance, but nope. It is nothing exactly in particular an exact clone. It's a combination of those two fragrances, another hybrid that people are doing. But thank goodness people are doing, these companies doing something different for once. So right off the top, you get effervescence fruit. So you get ginger, notes are ginger, lemongrass, and mango. Heart notes of turmeric, iris, and rose. Base notes of cedar, moss, musk, and patchouli. Right away, you get this effervescent fruitiness from the ginger, the lemongrass, and the mango. Not mango forward like out of fire mango. It's just highlighting more of the ginger and lemongrass in it. So immediately you're going to think it's a feminine leaning fruity fragrance, but quickly, surprisingly, it's not a linear fragrance. It starts to get you start to get that Delina rose DNA. So that rose starts to come through. The spiciness from the turmeric, it never gets earthy or woody. I think the moss and patchouli and the cedar in it are to tone down or bring down some of the fruitiness and sweetness, because it's not sweet. It's a beautiful fragrance. If you like Delina, if you like Cajal's Lamar, you're gonna love this. I love this. And like I said, I wore it last night and I could still smell it in the morning. So it lasts. But yeah, it doesn't take long for that rose, that beautiful rose, to start coming out. And it's not synthetic. It's a really nice rose fragrance that comes out. So anyway, this is Mirage Heritage from Amaran Exclusive. If you get a chance to smell this one, get your nose on it. If you like Cajal Lamar or Delina, it's a safe blind buy. You're going to like it. But yeah, okay. Moving on. That's going to be Mirage Heritage from Amaran Exclusive. There's two more in this line. I did not pick up those two, but they both smelled decent. But this one was I think is the best. All right. All right. Next, we're going to go with a Lattafa fragrance. This is the last one. All of these fragrances came from Exclusive Mart in Houston, and this is the last one in the list. And this is from Lattafa. This is the London City of Contrast fragrance. If you've seen the other ones, Paris and New York. Paris is a sweet, almost gourmandish in the family of Altair or Angel Share or a combo maybe. New York is straight up Mind Games fragrance, French Defense, straight up clone of that. This, I really don't think this is necessarily cloning anything directly. What does Fragrantica say it's similar to? It gets a little bit of comparisons to Summer of '84 from Kerosene, Mind Games, The Forward, Pandora's Forever Love. Maybe a combination of those, but I don't get that really in particular matching any of them. This is probably the least popular one in the line, which I find unusual because it's the most unusual. And I guess depending on if you want the most crowd-pleasing fragrance, but I mean, this is pleasant fragrance. It just isn't what, it isn't cloning anything in particular or trying to be anything. So it's more of original. Typical for their City Series bottles. Simulated wood texture, standard atomizer. Typical Lattafa Pride presentation, metal cap, snaps into place. All right, so top notes on this, you've got tangerine, lemon, pink pepper, mid notes of neroli, tuberose, apple, ginger, base notes of musk, vanilla, and sandalwood. Fruity right off the top, as you would expect with the tangerine and lemon. It gives there's a little bit of florals from the tuberose. Neroli is similar to orange flower. It's kind of a mixture of all different fragrances. The fruitiness doesn't last long, because you got the tangerine, lemon, and apple. The tuberose starts to shine through. Only a little bit of vanilla. It's not linear. It's changing as it goes, and it's a sweet. It almost starts to get this bitter fruit tone to it. I don't know how else to describe it. I haven't had a chance to get this on skin either. I'll probably do an update when I get all of these really tested. But it's fruity, tuberose, a little bit woody, not much vanilla, not much sweetness. It's probably, it's hard to say if I wouldn't make a blind buy with this because you can't really compare it to anything out there. But if you like fruity tuberose, yeah, with a slight little bit of woods to it, you'd like this. But the great thing about Lattafa and most of these brands are for the price. Who cares if you blind buy it if you don't like it? You're out $30, $40, and you can re-gift it or resell it or rehome it. But I just prefer to. I have found that I hold on to my fragrances, even the ones I don't like, because a lot of times your taste in fragrances, your DNA choice are going to change over time. Mine have. So I have some fragrances now that I love that I probably wouldn't have bought if I smelled them first, a year ago, 2 years ago. So I really, I don't, even my blind buys, I don't rehome them because I might end up liking them. I don't have a lot of fragrances I don't like. But anyway, that is Lattafa Pride's London, the City of Contrast. All right, these last two fragrances are coming from Shake Perfumes here in Houston. They're more of they're a high-end Middle Eastern store here in Houston. And the first fragrance I'm going to pick from them is they do their own line of inspired by fragrances. And so this is inspired by Dior's Oud Rosewood. Unusual. I haven't seen a lot of people dupe that fragrance or do anything inspired by it. There may be some out there, I just don't know about it. But these are their standard bottles with their name on the front, along with the fragrance name. Now, here's one thing that people don't realize with this fragrance is it's called Oud Rosewood, and it's not rose wood. It's rosewood. It's actually the wood. It's not the flower. So if you're expecting a heavy rose fragrance with this, you're not going to get it. In the OG or in this one. Decent pressurized atomizer. It's a big cloud. Oh, it's got some beautiful oud in it. So I was so lucky. When I went there yesterday, the owner of the store, he had some real oud wood chips that he burnt for us while we were there. I was there with a friend of mine, another influencer, Hans Perfume. But he burned some oud for us. He had some real frankincense. He burned some frankincense for us. He had some straight up real oud oil that he let me put on my skin. And, whoa, man, I tell you, 3 years ago, you couldn't get me near anything with oud. But now, I mean, I love it. The stinkier, the better. And this has really nice. I know it's going to be synthetic, but it is a great oud fragrance. So the notes on this, you get in the top are raspberry and quince, sandalwood, animal notes in the mid. I'm not sure what that's supposed to be, and oud and rosewood in the base. So this is a straight up oud fragrance, a woody oud fragrance. I've never smelled the original because I can't afford the original. But this is, the raspberry is just slightly there to bring down the oud in it. But if you love oud fragrances, man, this is amazing. And this was like $30. They've got a whole bar of where you can go and test all their different inspired by. And I grabbed this one because no one else is doing this. They also had purple oud. So I was trying to decide between purple oud and this one. But this one was much stronger with the oud, and that's why I wanted it. Very Middle Eastern. But, oh, it's a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. Ah. Makes me want to have to spend the money on the real one. So good. Oh yeah. Yeah, this is fire for me. This is Middle Eastern oud fire. So this is from Sheikh Parfums in here in Houston, and this is their version of Dior Oud Rosewood. I'd say get your nose on it, but you're only going to do that if you're in Houston. You can grab them in the TikTok shop. They do sales on there, so you can catch them on one of their shopping live. So good. So good. All right, last fragrance from Chic Parfums. So this is from a lesser known Middle Eastern brand called Aroma Factory or Aerofact. Really cool gold glass bottle, regular cap, nice label. But this is sugar oud. So let me read you the notes of this one. This has got blueberry and anise in the top, cashmere wood floral notes, rosemary in the mid, and honey, musk, and amber in the base. Yeah. Standard atomizer. Man, when I smelled this in the store, I was like, wow, this is some really, really good stuff. Don't think sugar. It's not sugar. You're not going to get, it's not sweet. It's not sweet blueberry. You get more of the anise in there. It's kind of similar to the anise that's in Le Male Bleu from JPG. But you get that honey, the cashmere wood, not very floral. It's more of a a sweet honey. You know, I get a little bit of oud in there, you know, hence the name sugar oud, even though it's not listed in the notes. But yeah, you get, that's where you get anise, a little bit of oud, honey. Another, again, very Middle Eastern. Great. It's going to be great for cold weather. It's going to be great in the air conditioning because that's why I'm going to wear it. I'm not waiting until it gets cold here. So good. I'm sorry. Oud makes me excited these days. It doesn't take much. As it dries down, it's still, you still got that honey in that. It's a honey oud fragrance. That's a, but not sweet honey really. It's just a little bit of sweetness to take off the edge of the oud in it. I never really got the blueberry. I got the anise, ambery, you know, and the dry down starts to come through. Yeah, I'm excited to wear this one. But that's, yeah, so that is from Aroma Factory. If you want to read about their fragrances, they're on Fragrantica, abbreviated Aerofact. And this is Sugar Oud. But that's going to be it for the 8 fragrances I had this week. And I guess I am back to doing my long form video so I can get back to my YouTube audience. I've been concentrating so much on the short form and I need to make time for both. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. This is Chris with Dude, Where's My Cologne? Like and subscribe if you like this content and you want more. And I hope you guys have a blessed day and a blessed week. And I'll see you on the next one. See ya.